back to Nerd Impact's Incoming Weekly. We got a lot of news this week. Some especially big news that we'll trail off with the end here because God knows how long that's going to take. There's going to be a lot of thoughts, a lot to talk about. Jake, why don't you start us off here? What you got?
What do I got? Well, the first thing I got here on the lineup, Chris, is there's a little bit about Predator, a new reboot. There's some details that have recently come out, which apparently the director and writer isn't like super happy that the details leaked so early. But this new Predator reboot, Dan Trachtenberg is working under Disney. Now that Disney is plotting to completely take over the entire world. John McTiernan, back in 1987 when Arnold Schwarzenegger's Predator movie, when he played the infamous Dutch, faced off against the Predator, the universe that was created therein was only really hinted at. Its past was only ever really hinted at. So this new reboot is going to try to delve a little bit deeper into the past. I wasn't initially very interested in it. Doing a little bit deeper reading on it, it's actually going to go. It's in our past, not necessarily the Predator's past, and it's going to take place before any outside influence was taken place in Native American culture, which is really cool. So, and it's looking like it's going to be from a woman's perspective, a Native American warrior, tribeswoman.
Mm-hmm.
It's currently going. I'm working under the title Skulls, which a Comanche woman who goes against gender norms and tradition becomes a true warrior. So,
who's that coming from? Where's that quote coming from? What article?
This is from Screen Rant.
Okay, nice.
Yeah, like I said, and like I said, these are potential plot details. The director, the guy working on it, isn't super happy about stuff coming out about it. He's actually apparently like he's going on Twitter and stuff, and he's kind of pissed off at Disney right now. So this is still. And the reason why is because it's actually still in development. Like it's not even like there's not even a script finished for it or anything.
Mm-hmm.
So it's still definitely something in a very much a working project. It's not in production or anything like that. The script is being written by Patrick Allison. And I think he's saying in like he helped write the AVP era, Alien vs Predator.
Okay.
Areas. So I would imagine I think he's going to be working in that galaxy's theory. So there may be potential for some crossover there, possibly from the Alien franchise, maybe, possibly.
Well, I think there has been talk also about some kind of Alien reboot. So maybe the two new universes, maybe they'll link up.
And it's all about, lately that is the current trend. You know what I mean? Trying to fuse, different worlds together. And these are already familiar properties. They've already been combined together. Maybe with Disney working on it could be have something that has a little bit more potential. But I know as far as everything I've seen, there's nothing going to be done to like continue off of the last sequel, off the last franchise. Doesn't look like it's going to be going that way.
Well, we'll get some fresh blood. So
this is a pretty interesting quote though at the end of this article. From anytime I see the word impact in an article, I make note of it. It always sticks out to me. There's this quote here. It says, give you a little bit of context. Trachtenberg seems like a solid choice for a director, even though 10 Cloverfield Lane was his first and only feature film credit as a director. But his Predator film could make or break the franchise. Disney now in control and likely won't waste time and money on another film if Trachtenberg doesn't make an impact on audiences. So there it is, and that's true. That would be true to Disney's form. You know what I mean? They give, you know,
So what?
they want to franchise stuff. They don't want something. If people aren't interested in it, it's, you know, it'll be off to the side.
Yeah. Well, speaking about another nostalgic property, I know there's another one here that had some news that you're probably excited about, and kind of links in with Christmas.
What's up, Emma?
So Gremlins 3, looks like we got some news there. Some good news.
Yeah. Chris Columbus recently gave out some updates on Gremlins 3. And Massey, super excited. No CGI. No CGI. We don't get no busted ass Gremlins. And I'm super happy about that. So now I'm on board. All right? I'm on board now. And he's going to stay true to, since he's staying true to form on that. I mean, it sounds like they plan on continuing right from the last sequel. So they're staying in universe, but staying in present time. So I guess I think we'll be seeing Billy as like almost like his dad's age, I guess now would be.
Yeah, it'd be like 30 years later, right?
It's been quite a while, right? And this is still a potential thing. But he's been talking quite a bit about it. Even Spielberg has been, you know, he's been in conversation talking about it recently. I'm not sure if who's going to be doing the effects. Joe Dante isn't. I don't think he's with us. I'm pretty sure he's not with us anymore. I know that they're not. That you would hope that they got somebody seriously on the level though for doing this. As recently he's been teasing stuff about this since like 2017. Like he's like had something in the can for a while. Like Chris Columbus has had really solid like everything ready to go to go shoot this thing whenever it's time. But there's not a whole lot of stuff on it other than that he maintains that the movie should be made with puppets and not CGI, which is absolutely the right call. And that's this is I'm getting a lot of this information. The best stuff I could find was from Collider. There was some other stuff that I saw after looking at, ironically enough, from looking into Santa Claus. Don't forget to believe in Santa Claus. The Christmas Chronicles 2 article gave me a link and to another thing that there's apparently an HBO Max animated Gremlins series.
Yeah, Secret of the Mogwai.
Yeah, that is going to be coming out in 2021, like real soon. Apparently, that's going to be another one of those. Just like we were talking about earlier about another property. Like they just dropping stuff, man. Like you don't even hear about something and then it's on. It's just out. But they're still working on it to get full ground. I think they want to do a big release for this, and you know, with everything going on, I don't know how well that's going to work out. But no CGI. We're going to get real Gremlins, and I always wanted a cartoon series. What do you think, Chris?
Yeah, definitely. From what it sounds like, it's going to be like the origin of the Mogwai, and is more going to take place within their world and less like in the, you know, what you call the human world, like more like just focused on Mogwai characters.
Right. They there's it's like a prequel, almost like I guess it's gonna be like a prequel series. And it's what I from what I gather, it's gonna take place in like Shanghai. Like it's gonna actually take place. Like, it's not gonna take place here. Like they're not gonna be running around the states. They're gonna be running around Shanghai. That's gonna be pretty. That should be pretty wild. And it says animated. There's nothing I could find that even says that's going to be CGI animated. That'd be really cool to see some like vintage Saturday morning cartoon style, cartoon series done. That would be pretty cool. It's like how they did like the Back to the Future cartoon series or like My Pet Monster, stuff like that. Like it would look really cool like that, I think.
Yeah.
Or even like Jackie Chan Adventures. Picture Jackie Chan Adventures, but like Gremlins. That'd be super cool.
So yeah. What else you got there for us, Jake?
What else do I got for you? I'm pretty sure anybody that pays attention to us on Facebook or YouTube or has a pulse or watches anything Disney, which everybody does. Deadpool 3 is a thing. Ryan Reynolds has it looks like he's settled on his writing team. I don't know. You guys would probably know more about these folks actually than I would. I was actually going to ask you about them because I don't watch Bob's Burgers.
Neither do I.
Okay, so yeah, it's totally out of my thing. But I mean, it's a Deadline put this put out this article that the Molyneux sisters are preparing the sequel for Deadpool 3. They got their go ahead on an R rating. Ryan Reynolds got the go ahead on full creative control. Everything seems to be working out. Everything's going as well as expected in production. They will have a new director. Mainly because David Litch has he's got tons of stuff coming out in like the next few years. He's got tons of stuff. Like they say he's packed all like as a filled schedule for all of 2021. And Ryan Reynolds really wants to get this thing off the ground. He wants to get moving on this project. So the Molyneux, I mean, they're legit. They've been doing really good work. Like I said, I don't follow Bob's Burgers, but it is one of the best reviewed animated series in a long time. It's got quite an amazing following, and these guys have worked on some other stuff. There's a new Fox series out called The Great North, which I looked at a little bumper for. Not super, once again, not really in my wheelhouse, but it looked interesting. That's coming out in February, and it's already renewed for a second season. So like these guys are like Fox has like a real, they've got a good track record with these guys. So I can imagine they're not like it, and they're Canadian.
Well, of course, Ryan Reynolds would pick Canadian.
Right. Well, it makes sense though too with everything going on. Canada right now is like one of the easier places to work on film. Right now, they have lighter restrictions. COVID hasn't been terrible as far as they were already practiced social distancing before this thing hit, so they didn't. They're better at this than we are. So he's being smart, man. He's keeping everything over at home. They got studios up there. They film up there all the time. Disney. So I think it's a super smart choice. Although like I said, I don't know much about the sisters, but I mean, he's got an R rating. He handpicked them. Wow. These sisters have been nominated they were nominated for 8 years consecutively for an Emmy. They did win in 2017, but they've been nominated for a consecutive 8 years to turn.
Nice. Well, that bodes well for the writer selection.
Yeah. they've done some novel adaptations and stuff like that. Nothing too much that any of us would probably know a whole lot about. I may be wrong. There, Kevin Feige is giving his full support to Ryan Reynolds. He said he will be, as a producer, will be very involved. They still don't, other than they don't have a director set. It would be interesting to see. I can't wait to see what we find out next.
What if Ryan Reynolds becomes the director?
I was already thinking that. Did you see me? Did you see me do that? I think Nick saw me do that. I definitely did. I'm like,
I was definitely thinking it too.
yeah.
I felt the thought.
Did we just do it?
Share.
Did we just try force that into happening? I think we just willed that into happening. Ryan Reynolds, check this shit out. Direct your own movie, man. As Lloyd Kaufman would say, direct your own damn movie. I think it would be great. Do the whole thing. Have it set in Canada. Have whatever, take the whole current plot of whatever was going on, like the way they're going to, but just set it in Canada.
Dude, Alpha Flight.
Yeah, dude, oh my God, that would be tremendous. But yeah, I think it's exciting, and it's one of the few things it seems that's coming out that is on time, is going as scheduled, and Ryan Reynolds is everybody's fanboy, and he's getting, just like he should, getting everything that he wants.
Well, Nick's got some Deadpool news as well. Nick, what you got?
What do you got, Nick?
Deadpool Samurai, Deadpool manga, collaboration between Marvel and I don't want to even try to pronounce the name, the manga company in Japan. They're doing, I believe I read it was a bi-weekly release of 7 issues.
Isn't it going to be related to Shonen Jump?
Yes, Shonen Jump. Thanks, Chris. I don't know how I forgot that. I'm a huge Shonen Jump fan. So Shonen Jump is working with Marvel to release this comic, or this manga. We'll say manga because Japan.
Right.
They're working to release this manga, and apparently there was a previous collaboration back in 2019. So maybe they were testing the waters, and now they're rolling into this bi-weekly issue series.
That's cool.
Or short series.
Does that mean, Nick, that we could get Deadpool as a DLC character for Jump Force?
That would be awesome.
Yeah,
they should definitely, yeah.
There's a toy, bro. I just saw a toy. Bandai.
There's a toy?
Yeah, there's a toy, man. I'm gonna check it out. Well, it's been around for a little while, so I think maybe somebody made a custom and then Bandai picked it up. But it looks pretty cool. There's even and there's also a Funko Pop.
Nick,
awesome.
You have any story details? Plot details?
There wasn't any plot details that I saw.
Okay, so it's pretty much at this point we just know that it's going to be Deadpool, probably as some kind of samurai.
Yes.
Nice.
That's very cool.
And it sounds like you got some other Marvel news there too, don't you?
We have some news on the Falcon and Winter Soldier. Emily Van Camp, who plays Sharon Carter, has recently stated that they're done filming, so they're probably almost done editing at this point. Hopefully beginning of the year, and The Resident is starting up in January as well, so there might be a lot of me come January.
Nice.
This is this is her in an interview with PJ Stock, and it was on Instagram Live. Now, she plays Sharon Carter, and Sharon Carter is the grandniece of Peggy Carter, who's Steve's love interest in Marvel Comics, Steve Rogers.
Okay, I didn't even know she was in the series.
I didn't know.
Well, I would imagine that they're going to pull in some MCU characters that we've seen
Yeah,
before.
probably a lot of supporting Captain America characters from the last
Probably a lot of
3
Shield.
movies.
Yeah,
We would hope, right?
Shield characters.
Yeah, that'd be cool too. What if we get Clark Gregg back?
Hmm.
Or Clark Gregg. Um,
Maybe some more appearances of Fury.
yeah, that could be cool. What do you got, Nick? What else you got?
I have some BBC news. John Barrowman has been confirmed to return as Captain Jack in the upcoming Doctor Who special. And some news on that episode. It's from Chris Chibnall's words. He's the showrunner. He said the episode is about 70 minutes long, so it's another extended episode. It's going to be longer than the previous extended specials that we've gotten.
Mhm.
And he called it an emotional roller coaster. Said it's an epic emotional roller coaster.
Did you see the
And I can't
Dalek?
wait.
Did you see the Dalek redesigns?
I didn't know that. I'm gonna wait until I see the episode. I want to watch it firsthand. You know how I am with spoilers. So I'm really excited about this. He also said that the Doctor is gonna have more of a sideline role in the episode than she's used to. So
So is this going to be more Jack focused?
I'm not sure, and I don't want to say too much because Chris here hasn't seen the entire last season, so I don't want to spoil. I don't want to spoil some.
Yeah, I still need to watch The Timeless
good things
Child.
for you.
I've seen lots of The Timeless Child, but I haven't seen the whole episode. So
Anyway,
I got some comic book news here. House of L. It's a new comic that came out. I think the first issue released December 2nd. It's going to be a trilogy of sorts,
Mhm.
and it follows two main characters, Zahn and Sira, who are two Kryptonians living in the time right before the destruction of Krypton. And this story apparently really focuses on Krypton as like a character in its own right,
Mhm.
and gives us background into the Superman mythos like we've never seen before. Kind of shows us what life is like on Krypton, and Zahn. So this is coming from the Nerdist. Zahn is a member of the Kryptonian Society who is designed and chosen for great things, whereas Sierra is kind of a lesser character, or a lesser citizen on Krypton,
Mhm.
who's just kind of meant to serve her purpose and die protecting the planet, more or less.
Right.
But what Nerdist noted, which is actually really true, is the artwork in this comic looks very much like an Image book. So it's really cool. It's very reminiscent of like Jake. I told you I've been reading Invincible, and this
Yeah.
this artwork looks a lot like that.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and it just looks so cool. The environment of Krypton. They describe the planet almost as having its own kind of omnipotence.
Massey, tell them what you mean by, like, I know what you mean when you say looks like Image, but some of our viewers might not know what you mean.
Image kind of looks
It's
very clean.
Like
the artwork's
like they probably know who Todd McFarlane is, but like,
well, no, but when I'm saying it, I'm not even talking like it doesn't look like Todd McFarlane artwork. It looks more like Invincible artwork. Like it's very clean is the best way I could put it. It's almost like kind of like vector artwork. but yeah, I'm excited to jump into this book. I can't wait to see what Kryptonian lore they really dig into here with this trilogy. But yeah, we got some books and we also got some toys.
Yeah, I love toys.
Yeah, so there's 3 new Transformers toys for War for Cybertron Kingdom.
They are amazing.
Oh, they're so cool. The coolest one is this freaking fossilizer bot.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, this bot, he's a Predacon fossilizer, as they're calling them, who's basically a fossil that's been instilled with this kind of primordial energy to turn him into a Decepticon.
Right.
And his name's Paleotrex. And he can actually transform into accessories for the other bots, for the other action figures. Apart from just being a cool fossilized Triceratops, he can also become weapons for the other Transformers. And then we got this other one here. Oh, not Ractonite. That's another one of the. Ractonite is another fossil bot, but I don't think they have an image for him. But there's a this truck style transformer who the bed of his truck bed can actually also attach to their Optimus Prime figure.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's one here that I don't see a name for him, but he's styled kind of after the old Gen 1 fire truck Optimus Prime. But it's not Optimus Prime, but that's what he's kind of reminiscent of. But anyway, so there's some cool stuff, but we got a really, really big story here. And that is, so apparently Warner Brothers / HBO Max are making a power play. They haven't been getting a lot of subscribers. They're only at like 8 million, which pales in comparison to all the other streaming services right now. Mm-hmm. So I actually think this has less to do with coronavirus and more to do with that, because they could just do what other studios are doing and keep pushing their stuff back, and eventually they'll still get that money as long as they can hold out until then. But no, instead they're dropping all of 2021, their entire lineup, on HBO Max.
Really?
Yeah, and I think a lot of that has to do with, like, what's a better way to really push people to subscribe than to have, I think, 18 movies. Yeah, mm-hmm. 18 movies releasing on HBO Max. And dude, so I'm going to just start working down the list here. First one's December 25th. This news, by the way, has come from USA Today. Check out this article if you want more details. It's really cool. But yeah, so Wonder Woman 1984 on December 25th. We've talked a lot about this movie already. We've given a lot of plot details, so I'm not going to get too deep into it. But yeah, come Christmas, you're going to get to see a Wonder Woman movie drop on HBO Max. And these are all going to be there for, I think, 30 days. Or 31 days. They'll be available exclusively on HBO Max. One I'm really excited about, and that has kind of been very secretive. We don't have a trailer. I haven't seen any images. I haven't even heard casting. But the James Wan, and I love James Wan, the James Wan directed Mortal Kombat is coming January 15th.
What?
So it's right around the corner. We got a candid reaction from Nick.
I know, right? I probably would have had a similar thing. Like when he told me, he already kind of blew it off. I just saw another crazy thing, but carry on. Yeah, so we got Mortal Kombat. It's like, what?
Yeah, we're getting a Mortal Kombat January 15th, and that we know nothing about. So that even in this article, it's the only thing they literally give one sentence on it.
We know more about the child from The Mandalorian than we do about
really. At least we know his name. We don't even know the actors like involved in this thing, as far as I know. I mean, somebody might tell me, oh no, they already told us that Arnold Schwarzenegger's playing
Sonya.
playing Sonya. No,
Oh,
man. No, Jerry Ryan should play Sonya, just like she did in that Machinima Mortal Kombat.
Massey, I might have to catch up with you for a second part. Drop some more of these titles on me, man, before I have to ring out.
Yeah, so
It's the holiday season, Massey Brothers. I have to drag a tree out the wild and bring it in the house and render it trapped under lights and stars and decoration.
oh, you should do what I do and just drag your tree out of your basement.
Oh, I got one of those too. I torture a poor plastic bastard too. I got one of those as well.
So I'm going to skip over the ones that don't really apply to us. Sorry, Rami Malek and Denzel Washington, but your Little Things movie dropping on January 29th isn't important for us to mention, nor is it important for us to mention Jared Leto is also going to be popping up in there. But anyway,
you'll always be the equalizer, Denzel. It's all right.
Tom and Jerry. Not gonna get too deep into that because we talked a lot about that, but that is going to drop on HBO Max on March 5th.
Has a new trailer out too. Definitely check it out.
Yeah, we got, most importantly, Ken Jeong is popping up in this. By the way, Ken Jeong on
like he's in it a lot. Apparently, he's like it's a major project for him too. I'm really excited about this Tom and Jerry.
But not more importantly, but also of note here, something I want to drop. Ken Jeong, I've also recently read, is going to be our freaking host for New Year's Eve.
Really?
Yeah.
He's going to be our rockin' host?
Yeah, on Fox, yeah.
That's wonderful.
Yeah.
That is amazing.
So we're getting, Fox is really going hard on Ken Jeong, man. They got him on The Masked Singer. Now he's doing I Can Hear Your Voice. He's going to be a judge on The Masked Dancer. He's been teasing his own series, another series that he might host. I don't know if it's a joke, but he's saying he wants to do The Masked Comedian. And he's going to be hosting.
He's just everywhere.
Yeah.
My man is just everywhere.
Yep. So lots of love for Ken Jeong. Can't wait to see him on New Year's Eve. But Godzilla vs. Kong, May 21st.
Hey, that's hopefully we have the time. That is only that's right in my birthday region. That's all the boys. So like my birthday's May 15th. Love to have some type of event we could think of in the future for that. Would be great.
Amanda's birthday is May 20th.
Yeah, that's AJ's birthday as well, and mine's May 15th, and Jason's is May 5th. So it's we got a lot of May birthdays. We got quite a
we'll have to have a Godzilla versus...
monstrous May coming your way from Nerd Impact. Godzilla is like a
dude, you just came up with our special for
May.
Our birthday special, Monstrous May.
Wait till you see. Speaking of which, guys, look forward to that display changing behind our good friend Chris over there, because man, wait till you see the special treats that I got us for Christmas. Wait till you see what Santa's going to bring for Nerd Impact. We got some special presents.
We cannot wait, but
it's going to be quite as well. It will be quite monstrous.
So the Conjuring. The Conjuring, The Devil Made Me Do It. I, for one, really love this series. It's probably one of my favorite horror series, at least as far as haunting-based horror movies go.
Yeah.
They've really done a really good job in a world that's becoming a bit saturated. Even come from somebody that loves the whole idea of a cinematic universe, such as myself. Some people are trying it that shouldn't be, but The Conjuring is one of the early ones, and they've done it really well. They created a universe without every movie needing to be tied together, which is really what you have to do. Just because it's set in the same universe doesn't mean every movie has to run together and every character has to know each other.
Correct.
But so they've done a really good job of this, and we're getting another Conjuring, following Patrick Wilson and Vera Farmiga as the paranormal couple. paranormal investigator couple in Conjuring: The Devil Made Me Do It on June 4th. So can't wait for that.
Exciting.
I'm gonna skip that one because nobody cares.
Yeah.
And okay, so people care, but there's some movies here that don't fall into our wheelhouse. But Space Jam: A New Legacy does.
Yes, it does.
And so we're going to get to see LeBron James, and this is a sequel, not a reboot. This is a
Yeah.
sequel to the 1996's Space Jam, which of course everybody knows starred Michael Jordan and his freakishly rubbery limbs that could stretch across a basketball field. So we're going to get to see LeBron James coming with some toon power. I wonder what weird toon power they're going to give him in the climax of this movie, but I'm sure it'll be cool.
Well, I believe he can fly. So
Ryan Coogler is going to be tied to this. So that's pretty cool.
got it.
Ryan Coogler is a co-writer on
Really?
Space Jam: A New Legacy. Yeah, coming to us July 16th, starring LeBron James and Bugs Bunny.
Whoop, whoop.
We are getting all I see here in this article is that it's a sci-fi thriller, but it does have Hugh Jackman, and it's called Reminiscence on April 16th. That's all I see there for that. But we get in Suicide Squad on August 6th.
Yes.
So we're going to get to see James Gunn kill off random characters, and God knows who will survive this movie, but it ought to be cool.
HBO Max is trying to line up what they used to do back in the day,
Mhm.
and they're using a new they're going to use a new format to do something special. And all these titles, if you've noticed something, man, they're going to try to have what they used to do. We used to have HBO used to be free, all right, way back when I was a kid, before you all were crawling around. HBO used to be like free during the summertime. It was like one of their things in the 80s.
Like a summer promotion.
Yeah, and they would just run it. They would run it free. Well, at least in my area, we're in Pennsylvania, so that was at least around here. But they during the summertime, it was like when they had all the blockbuster stuff out. Like even the opening. Go on YouTube and check out the old opening to bumper, the old HBO bumper to movies on like Saturday night. What they would show, it is awe-inspiring. Like they need to bring that title opening back. It's not that boring fuzzy screen with the HBO that popped up that you guys probably remember as a kid. They had a really, really cool grand opening. But they used to have blockbuster movies all summer. Like any movies that came out that were like big in the movies a couple months back in the theaters, but at summertime when they were going to be coming out in the video stores, HBO was putting them out on TV. So you got to see them on TV, and it was so cool. And now it's like it seems like they have the right platform, and it's the right time to do something similar to that. And HBO, that is one thing. It's like, yeah, they're having a hard time with subscribers right now, but being able to pack a summer full of blockbusters and have like some type of an event and make it and have people have a subscriber event where they're just like, everybody has HBO Max for the entire summer for free. Enjoy all these big ass movies.
Well, we're gonna get
it would be a game changer, and it's not out of their wheelhouse. They have a history. They've been doing it since the very beginning.
Well, we're one of those that we're gonna get to enjoy is Dune on October 1st.
Exciting.
It's just gonna have Timothy Chalamet, Jason Momoa, Oscar Isaac, Zendaya, Josh Brolin, Javier Bardem. This is going to be a big movie.
Yeah.
I also believe that
Isn't Dave Bautista in that? Did you say his name?
Thank you. Yeah, I believe Dave Bautista. Yeah, Dave Bautista is going to be in that as well.
I believe I saw some news of Jason Momoa and Dave Bautista having fun together. Offset.
Yeah.
Yeah, even with Jason Momoa's kid too, like they were throwing axes and stuff like that, right? I think I saw footage of that too. I'll be honest with you.
I just caught a glimpse of it, and I was like, "That's pretty cool."
Yeah, so this is going to be a cool remake, which is apparently going to be very, very close to the novel. So that's
Yeah,
gonna be
and
really
that,
exciting,
that
really cool to see.
that did fail the original one though. That one's still like it's a heavily criticized. That's one fans are still on.
Mhm.
Of the sci-fi grand movies, grand events. That was Dune's one. It's that's a hard one. I like it, but there's a lot of people that are on that are very one-sided about it.
Mhm. And Matrix 4, December 22nd. Yeah, Keanu Reeves and Carrie-Anne Moss are both returning. And Lana Wachowski is going to return as writer and director. Apparently, so some other characters are going to pop up in this. Jada Pinkett Smith and Neil Patrick Harris and Priyanka Chopra. I'm not sure who, I'm not familiar with her, but Neil Patrick Harris is going to be in Matrix 4. That's the headlining news today.
And that is quite headline.
And
That's
there's
news
some
and impact right there.
there's a few others that are TBA, but none of them really look like they're in our wheelhouse of sci-fi, horror, fantasy. So I'm not going to touch on those right now. But yeah, so that's the news that we got in store for you today on Nerd Impact's Incoming Weekly. Jake,
Yeah,
pretty soon you and I got to get together and we're going to do a Christmas Chronicles 2 review.
I love it. We also
That's got to be its own thing.
We all need to watch. We all need to watch Fat Man. I'm pretty sure we might have possibly promised people that we'd watch Fat Man. Can we watch Fat Man like this? Can we do a reaction video to Fat Man?
Yeah, for sure. Well, I don't know about a reaction
figure
video because it is a movie, but we can certainly do a review.
Well, I'll drop the coin on it. Mel Gibson apparently like that as I'm researching, he may be our current Santa Claus right now.
Mhm.
In the U.S. So definitely behave yourself. If you're trying to get off the naughty list, I definitely suggest trying to get off the naughty list because it might be Mel Gibson coming down your damn chimney, and he's not playing.
All right,
But,
guys, and don't forget we're gonna have a Mandalorian video coming up. So don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe on YouTube and on Facebook. Stay tuned for news regarding our website and some merch coming to you. It's got some cool nerdy tees and possibly some original comics in the works coming from us. And
we got a toy box. We got a big toy box too.
And a toy box. So yeah, possibly some stuff popping up for auction. So until next time, stay nerdy.
See you guys.